Hi, so I'm Beck Lane, and like everyone I know, I've been really struggling with the events going on and the deluge of real cruelty and selfishness and greed that we see pouring down upon us every day. And bad news about how our rights and our lives are being bought and sold. And all the awfulness that I don't need to go over again. And it hit a crescendo with me this weekend and all this week. And so yesterday, or the past few days, I've been sitting down and making things to send to friends and to give to friends because I feel so lost. And I really hate the idea of other people feeling as despondent and discouraged and lost as I do. You know, we're looking for direction, for leaders who will envelop community and make us feel stronger. And right now I don't see it. And so I feel a number of us are doing our part, or doing what we feel will help to uplift others and build community, or bring community back together, or whatever. I don't know, give people hope. But I've been feeling so despondent that instead of adding to the pile, which I do tend to do, I just decided to start making things for people. I've been painting little rocks, but painting little rocks that I'll spread out through the community, or bring with me on Saturday to, if we get to do it, plein air in Burn Square, as I call it, where it's just a meetup of people that want to work on little projects out in the open air in Burn Square. You know, if we get to do it, even though it's rainy and cold. It's been very cold. But in that, while I was making things for people, I remembered this week, I remembered my poor friend Tom, who had open heart surgery in California 4 months ago. And so I was putting a card together for him. Now, I first heard from Tom. We met because of my YouTube channel. I was making YouTube videos about the life of a painter. Sometimes 2-3 times a day I would make videos, and it wasn't teaching anything other than, okay, we're going to keep moving forward, we're going to keep trying. And it's still, 13 years later, and it's still the same idea, although I've been less active. But I got lately, because of the weight of the world. But anyway, I had gotten this really nice letter from a fellow named Tom. And it was all about how much he enjoys the videos and how much he gets from them. And it was very complimentary. It was very nice. So I wrote back a thank you note. And then I heard from him again. And I thought, okay, well, here's another one. And but I wrote him a thank you note again. Thank you for your kind words. And then he wrote me again. And I thought, who is this guy? Who is this guy, Tom from California? because at least he doesn't have physical access to me, which, you know, I've had stalkers and it's not fun, but I looked Tom up because I had his full name, so I looked him up. And as it turned out, and this is a little braggadocious, and I apologize, but it's getting to a point that I think people will appreciate. I looked Tom up, and his name is Tom Wilson. And Tom was in one of the biggest movies in film history. He's played a number of roles. He's played the coach on Freaks and Geeks. He's done tons of voices for, or voiceover work for SpongeBob SquarePants for now 20 years, I think. He's done a lot of work for, in his field, or what was his field, in acting. I'd be watching Law and Order, and then there's Tom. I'd be watching another program, there's Tom, and I watch another program, that's Tom. So we ended up messaging a lot on Instagram. And I go, ooh, you just showed up again. So, as I said, he was in one of the biggest movies in film history. He's most well known as playing a character that was a violent bully, abusive, da-da-da. He played Biff in Back to the Future. So yesterday, now it's been 12, 13 years that we've been talking, and we're not close friends, but we message and send notes back and forth through the snail mail. And yesterday, I'm making a card for him, and because he did have open heart surgery, and I didn't really contact him about it, because I'm sure he's heard from hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people, and so I let it go for a while. But what I did was, while I was making this card, and this is what I'm getting to, is I'm making a card for him, and I remembered his YouTube channel, where he's been doing films he's been making these short and long story format films about his life. So he's doing his own, he hates the word vlog, but he's been doing a vlog about being an actor, or, leaving acting, and just the different projects that he's done throughout his life. And so I pulled up his YouTube channel, and I'll put a link down below, because he is an uplifting human being. He is spiritual, he is religious, he is kind, he is generous, and he doesn't use his faith as an excuse for anything. He uses it to help keep his hope bolstered, I guess. But he's religious. He's also got an encyclopedic knowledge of film and poetry and artists, and he's just a really interesting guy. So I pulled up his YouTube channel, and again, I'll put the link down below. And he's such a relief from the awfulness in the world, and that's why I want to recommend his YouTube channel, Tom Wilson's YouTube channel, because he is a big man. He is a very strong man. He has unusual countenance, but he has a compass that seems so rare right now, a moral compass that is baked into his character that I think people may appreciate being around. Here he is, known for playing one of the cruelest human beings in film, a bully in multiple roles, a bully, cruel, selfish. And I'm watching his videos, and I landed on a couple, and one with an interview actually, where he welled up with tears over having to play these characters, because it's not, being a bully is not a part of his being. And it's such a relief to see a big, strong, determined, kind man well up with tears at the thought of cruelty in this world. So I'm going to share his link, not because he cries about playing Biff every 5 minutes like I would. I'm going to share his link because he just, his genius, his brilliance, his storytelling, his tendency towards expressing kindness and generosity through kindness is so rare right now. So, yeah. If you're needing to feel there is even a glimmer of hope in this world, I would strongly suggest his YouTube channel and his videos. Also, his filmmaking. He's trying new ventures. He's trying different ventures, and filmmaking is one of them. There's one black and white film he made about being the guy in that film, which is really poignant. I don't know. I think you'll find him absolutely charming. So I'll share the link to Tom Wilson down below. And I'm going to get to work on making things I can share with people who are hurting. And possibly we'll see you at Plein Air in Burn Square on Saturday. If not this Saturday, next Saturday definitely. And as soon as it starts to warm up and dry up, I will be down in Burn Square painting 2, 3, 4 times a week. I'm not really sure. I'll post it on Facebook. But also, you don't have to come down and paint. That's not what this is about. Plein Air in Burn Square is about bringing people together and sharing some time. So you can bring your knitting or felting, as I saw not last week, but the week before, or a book. Read a book, or sketch, or stare into space. It doesn't matter. It's just being outdoors and being together, and hopefully feeling a sense of community, kindness and community again, as opposed to cruelty as entertainment that we're seeing 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And again, check out Tom's YouTube page and send him words of encouragement, please. God, I love his stories. His stories are fantastic. Anyway, ciao.